Well, good evening, everybody. I've just made myself a little pot of tea, and I just have a few minutes, really, that I thought I would spend with you. So, here's a wee video. Been very, very busy over recent days. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you some of the work I've been doing, because that way you'll understand why I haven't been on social media. Now, this is just a little video that I hope to repeat in another couple of days, because I'm not back on social media every day as I usually am, because I'm still working. I've got masses of stuff to do. So here's the boy who's wagging his tail. I think actually Jack really likes me to make videos. He gets very excited. So I've been cleaning up the sitting room. I've put some new covers on the sofas, and let me just turn on the light so you can see. I've painted the chimney breast wall. What do you think? Do you like it? I think it just adds a nice fresh look to the room. I'm very pleased with it, actually. So I've got that done, and just go through here to the kitchen, because I've also given the kitchen table another coat of paint. So you'll be able to see. Looks nice and fresh, doesn't it? Because when I'd painted it before, I'd only given it one coat. So it really needed to have that second coat anyway. So I'm just happy that that's done. Got some nice fennel there in a vase. You know, fennel, when it flowers, because it's usually very abundant when it flowers, it's just beautiful to put into a vase and bring in. And it looks lovely and it smells delicious. And as it sort of ages a little bit, you know, because it'll stay for a week and a half or 2 weeks in a vase, it develops a lovely sort of a coconut smell. So, right, the bathroom. I'm sure you're all waiting to see the bathroom. Here we go. What do you think of this? Isn't this a lovely colour? So that's the Atlantic spray. And I've used some of the old curtain material to make some new curtains for my little compost toilet. And a little sort of a dress cloth there for the top of the pine box. Excuse me. A lot of cleaning to do in here. So, you know, I think that when it comes to painting a room, it does like a double piece of work, really, because it gives you the opportunity to clean everything and to freshen things up and to take a fresh look at something like this which was quite a, you know, grotty little bathroom, simply because the mould had grown on the walls. So I've given the walls a complete wash down. So good old wash down with white vinegar, and I've also cleaned up my tiles here in the shower, which were a wee bit mouldy. Given those a really good clean down with white vinegar. I left the white vinegar on overnight, actually. And then I've tidied up this area as well. So that's a nice, clean, fresh look. So there you go. I think you'll agree it looks quite smart. In fact, I think it's just given it a completely new look. And because it's vinyl silk, it should wash down quite easily. And it's going to be interesting to see if this mould comes back and if it manages to kind of break through that vinyl silk paint. We'll see anyway. So far so good. Very pleased with that. Pleased with the way it turned out. Now outside I've been doing work on the veranda. Another little flower display there. Look, isn't that beautiful? Just some flowers from outside. It's been raining during the latter part of today, so it's fantastic. I'm just delighted that we've had some rain because there's no water in the cottage. The spring well up on the hill that feeds the cottage, it just doesn't have enough water in it to sort of pump it down the hill, you know. Not pump it, but allow it to kind of flow with the pressure down the hill. So anyway, let's have a look at the veranda. Cleared the veranda. Got my hanging baskets up there. Got some nice strawberry plants. I got these because of the red flowers. I thought they were so pretty. So they sort of double as a little bit of an attractive hanging basket. And also food. Got my fairies on the window. Got some plants going here. So I'm going to put some plants in along the rest of the wall space there. Tomatoes and things like that. Because when it's when there's no water as such to keep wheelbarrowing over to the polytunnel, it's best to sort of bring as much as you're going to grow as close to home as possible. So for me it's as close to the water barrels as possible. So there we go, that's looking good. Oh, and I must just show you as well the sweet peas, which had suffered a lot with the slugs. You know, I moved this pot here near to the door and I put some pennies in there because the slugs don't like the copper in the pennies. But look how well they've come on. And of course I'm feeding them with pea water, which is incredibly it's an incredibly good liquid fertilizer. Remember, 1 part pea to 10 parts water, or thereabouts roughly, you know, you don't have to measure it. I'll just show you, I've been filling all these containers with water. I've been over to the tunnel, pulling up weeds and making sure there's plenty of water distributed in there. These are all my baby trees, by the way. Because I've been clearing up along here, I don't know if you notice, cutting back and tidying up. So I've moved all my baby trees out and given them a little bit of a feed, and they're out here now just enjoying the rain. I've created a little rockery garden here. I thought it deserved to have something sort of new. And if you look closely, it's an upside down pot with a little terracotta bowl on top. Now I must just show you the figs because they really are coming on leaps and bounds. Massive harvest of figs. I've also done a very hard cut back on all the roses along there. I've got to get up and do a little bit of the grapevine here. I've removed the flower now from the cordyline and given the cordyline a good sort of tidy up, cut back, and the same with the one over there. And then I've created another little rockery garden here, and again upside down terracotta pot, terracotta bowl on the top. The terracotta bowls were actually quite cheap, and I got them as a gift. I had a visitor who brought me a gift. So these are all rockery plants, and I put little stones around and some nice big stones and some creeping jenny. So there you go. As you can see, I have been very busy. Got all my pots there filled with water. So I'm just going to say blessings to you all, and I'll try to fit in another little video as soon as I can, okay? But I'm staying very much off social media just for maybe another week or so. Anyway, I haven't disappeared. I'm still here, and I'm working very hard, and I'm still posting out books. So anyone who wants to order a book or a map, please go ahead. I'm doing my usual postings. So, blessings to you all on this beautifully wet evening in the west of Ireland.